Hey, Will Shaw here. So we have built a strokes gain calculator. Now, please bear in mind, this is very much a prototype. It's built by me. I'm a golf pro, bit of a scientist, definitely not a proper developer. But I'm just going to give you a bit of a run through sort of how it works. We're going to put in some data and yeah, we'll talk through why it's useful. So with strokes gained, the key things are your start location. So that's sort of IUT, fairway, rough, and start distance, and then your end location. And essentially off those two metrics, we can work everything out. So if I just put in one shot here, I started on the first, it was 350 yards. My ball ended up in the rough, hit add shot. We can then start to work out your strokes gained. I'm going to add in a few holes and speed this up, and then we'll talk through some of the data. Okay, so as you can see, once we've added in some shots, this data starts to grow. So at the top, we have your overall strokes gain metric. This is all against the PGA Tour. So you can see we're losing minus 1.6 at the moment so far through this round. And then as we move down to the next thing, we can see this breakdown. So we can see how our tee shots, approach shots, short game, putting, and other shots we got categorized, and how we're performing against the PGA Tour. Under this, we then have look at approach shots. So we have approach shots by distance. You can look at specifically within approach shots. We're gaining 1.42, but you can see we're really good inside 100 to 150 yards, and we're actually losing shots outside that. This is in a nice little table below as well. And then we can go to putting strokes gained as well. So at the top here, we're losing 1.92 shots putting. And you can see from this graphic, we're really good inside 5 feet, 3 feet and 5 feet, but we're starting to lose shots in here. And again, that's just broken down for numbers. So look, this is very much a prototype tool, but really value how important strokes gain data is super useful for understanding your game. This has its limitations. So I've got a little bit below. Obviously, this is a calculator. There's no sort of database below. I've got some information around how it's calculated. This is all off the men's PGA Tour. So this is off a paper from 2011, which can be found here if you want to dive into the detail. And then how accurate is it? If you have a paid tool, this isn't an exact replacement. It's within 10%. So a lot of our golfers don't have access to a strokes gain tool, so we really wanted to give you something that you can use, get some useful insight as and when, and then add that in and get better practice plans and help you improve your golf at an even quicker rate. So hopefully that's helpful. Feel free to leave any comments or get back in touch if you've got any feedback.